Hey, I think we're live. Let's see if we get any moderators in here. It's been a very, very long week. Not just this week, but last week and every week up until now. Took forever for me to get in here into the live. I had to go through my phone. I had to go through my computer. I had to go through StreamYard. I had to go through YouTube Live. Neither one wanted to work with my phone tonight or with my internet. I'm not sure what it is that's going on, but it is a full moon, and we make allowances for the full moon. Also, I don't know. You guys, if I sound a little sniffly, it's because I just sneezed like 17 times trying to get in here. And so it took forever. I'm hoping that, let's see if I can get up here on my phone as well. Sorry, guys. Don't look at me. I look like a red bear. Anyways, let's see if I can go here and go to my channel. And, there's Dean. Hey, Dean. Hi, buddy. Give me a second. I'm just trying to, sync my phone. Give me a second. I'm just trying to, sync my phone. Keep your phone. I don't know what's going on, but I have had the hardest time getting into this live tonight. So StreamYard wasn't working. It was giving me a black channel, black screen or whatever. I know, yes, it happens. But whatever, something's trying to stop me from going live, and I'm not going to let it stop me because I'm a perseverer kind of person. So, I know I missed last week, and I want to make sure I get this weekend. We're going to combine our Guardian Angel readings with our weekly readings. Hoping that we get a moderator in here in a minute or two. If not, we're just going to go ahead and go for it. I apologize for missing last week. I literally, you guys, I am going on 21 days without a day off. And I am also going on 21 days with multiple 15-hour days. So I open the store, I close the store. Not to mean I don't have new hired assistants coming on for me. I just I don't trust them to open or close the store at this point yet. Without me being there, there's been a lot of mistakes made in the recent past in the deposits, and so I am running my stupid self ragged, trying to be in multiple places at once. I do have to be up at 2 a.m. in the morning, so I'm going to try and get this done within 2 hours today. So hopefully we can combine these two readings for the week for all signs, and I was just really hoping to get a moderator in here who could do timestamps for me so I can try and get that done a little bit quicker. If I don't, I'm going to go ahead here in a minute. Let me find, what did I do with my notebook? You guys, I wasn't prepared because I was really hoping a moderator would show up and do timestamps for me. But if they don't, I'll go ahead and rewatch this tomorrow and put up timestamps tomorrow versus tonight. I do have a mat on my table so I can try and get the cards off a little bit easier. What else do I have to say? Dean, how's life treating you? I saw you got the new van. Congratulations. I'm super jealous because I would love to just travel around the world and be a free bird, you know? That's on my bucket list, buddy. That's on my bucket list. So hopefully, you make the most of it and you live a beautiful life, and I'm super excited for you. That's such an amazing thing to do. Anyway, so it doesn't look like any moderators are going to come in. So what we're going to do today is I put them in order. I'm going to do the Guardian Angel. I'm going to do a fairy blessing, and then I'm going to go ahead. I know, bud. I know you're one of my favorite people in the world. So anyways, I'm gonna do the Guardian Angel. I'm gonna do the fairy blessing, and I'm gonna do the secret message from light, or secret oracle of light message. and then I'm going to pull your cards. So we're going to try, I think if I'm pulling all of these cards, and I missed last week, so the week before, that took me 3 hours to get through every sign, right? So I'm going to try and get through them a little bit quicker this week. I'm going to try and keep it at 3 hours. I will definitely put timestamps for each sign. Sorry. I really need my book. So we're going to start with Aries, right? But I swear I had my book right here. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Okay, here we are. Let's see where we are. Thank you. I know, buddy. You're one of my favorite people in the world. I have 2 of these books. I have 1 and 2. Look, can you see on the back where it says 2 on this one? So this is actually my workbook. My other one is my reading book. So here we go. Okay, let me open it up. But both of them I have my readings in. So I'm going to set this over here. So I'm going to start with Aries, okay? And I guess I'm going to have to do my own timestamps again, so I didn't grab a pen, unfortunately. Shoot. You guys, I'm so unprepared. I was so worried about trying to get the thing to work that I didn't worry about getting myself together. I'll just rewatch it tomorrow and do the timestamps. So as long as I can have this to guide me through my signs, I'm good. So we're going to start with Aries. Yeah, Dean, you know how you can help? If you could do something for me, I'll make you a moderator. But if you could write down what time, so do you see the clock counting over here where it says 7:54, 55, 56, 57? Every time I start a new sign, if you can write down whatever that clock says and then message me on Messenger what they say, I can go ahead and do the timestamp super easily tomorrow. Up here in the top, well, maybe you don't see it. Do you not see a live counter up here on top that says how much time we've already spent? Oh, okay, it doesn't say. Okay, so Dean, what I'll do is I'll call out the time that I do each sign. And if you write that down for me and then message me with those times, I'll go ahead and throw them up for us, okay? I'd appreciate it if you can do that. I don't know if you're available for 2 hours because, my readings always take at least 2 hours and up to 3 hours. But I just want to make sure. Cool. Thank you. Yes. Thank you, sweetheart. I love you so much. I love you. Thank you. So I'm going to start these readings. I'm going to do the guardian angel reading since Wednesday is our guardian angel reading day. Then I'm going to do a blessing from the fairies. And then I'm going to do our secret language of light and go straight into our tarot readings. Okay. So let's go ahead and start with Aries. Aries time is 9:22. Aries, what does your guardian angel have to say for you? Who's coming out to be your guardian angel this week? Weird. I'm getting a slippery kind of feeling from your weekly reading. Like maybe there's somebody that you don't trust because they have a slippery personality, maybe? I don't know. The cards are just not shuffling normal. They're stuttering. Okay, that was better. I got a heart. somebody that you're in a relationship with, or trying to be in a relationship with, there's some kind of communication that's not happening. The guardian angel is Archangel Uriel. So you get an actual archangel. You don't even just get an angel. So you get red, and you get Archangel Uriel, and he talks about making things happen, right? Like it's not a wish or a dream or what. He's like talking about, like, just step out of your comfort zone and make something happen, right? So I love Archangel Uriel. He is his colors are purple. It doesn't make any sense because his borders are red, right? So you get Archangel Uriel, and he talks about the stars and the sun and the moon, and he talks about wish fulfillment, right? So your guardian angel for the reading is Archangel Uriel. Let's see what and why he came out to play. What fairy has a message for you? A blessing of the wild within. Wow, for some reason, I know, Dean, that you are not an Aries, but this sounds like stuff that talks about, like leaving your comfort zone and going for what it is that soothes your heart, like calls to you, like dropping everything. I'm not telling you, please, guys, don't just listen to me. Like, make sure that this resonates for you. Don't just do what I tell you that this is talking about, but this is talking about dropping everything and taking a whole new path. It's just like saying, you know what, I'm fed up, I'm done, I've done this, it's not working for me, let me just quit whatever it is and take a whole new journey, right? So Archangel Uriel is here to support you. He's the stars and the stripes, and he's the what have you. But then you have a blessing of wild within. What is it inside your heart and your soul that calls to you and says, you know what? This corporate life isn't for you. I want you to move on into something that is going to fulfill you and fill you up and make you be successful in this life, right? So let's go ahead and get your secret language of light oracle card and see what this is all about, because this sounds pretty interesting, right? Hi, Kimmy. Thank you for showing up. Oh. Talks about wellness. I'm sorry, I can't deny that. Oh, you got two cards. Aries, you got wellness and you got the universe. Okay, so you didn't just get, this is talking about finding that balance, that thing that like I just said, with the blessings of the wild within. If it's calling to you, then that's where you need to go, right? I can tell you that my ears have been ringing for almost going on 3 years now, but it rings in a different way, and I can ask it questions and it'll answer by ringing in a different way. But there's something about what's going on with you, what you're going through, that calls for changing paths, like changing paths from the path that you're on that's not fulfilling and succeeding for you, going down the golden path, the path that is where you need to be, because you are the universe and you're being asked to be the universe. You're not being asked to conform into a smaller, compact, whatever it is that's going on in your life right now. I feel like you're being asked to expand upon that and go bigger. Go bigger, think bigger, do bigger, right? So we have Archangel Uriel here, giving you wish fulfillment. We have a blessing of the wild within, saying follow your heart. Then we have these two cards over here saying you are the universe. And as the universe, you're being asked because you're not in a wellness position. You are over expending your energy into something that doesn't serve you, right? That doesn't serve your higher purpose. And it's asking you to reevaluate that and take on a new path, possibly, because you are the universe. You are the universe. So what you want from the universe, you can have, because you are the universe. So you get to say, you know what? Oh, I'm sorry, I am the universe. So no, I'm going to make this my reality, not that my reality, right? So that's what that's saying to you. Let's go ahead and do your oracle cards or your tarot cards and see what else we have for you here. Again, this is Aries message. I do not have a pen, so I'm not taking down. I believe that Dean is taking down timestamps at this point. We will post them. Depends on when Dean gets it to me, but we will post them hopefully within an hour after this live airs. You guys, I tried to do a live the other day, and I was so exhausted that I literally heard myself talking like Charlie Brown's teacher. It was bad. And I did delete it. It was horrible. Horrible. So, Aries, let's see what we have for you. Again, excuse my mat. It's just going to help me get my cards off the table a little bit easier in a smoother way. Okay, Aries, kind of what I've been saying here, going on here. Oh. Okay, somebody recently come into your life, Aries. Let's see. We have this. Something about staying strong. Like, so you do have the strength card at the bottom of the deck. I don't like to bring that in unless I just get a little confused off of the reading. And it's not that I'm so confused off of the reading. I'm just like, why is it coming out this way? So, Aries, you're showing up as the Four of Pentacles. You're showing up here as the Four of Pentacles, and we know that's like not having the head and the heart together, right? Which we all strive to have the head and the heart together so we can make it through these tough decisions or things that we have to go through. If they're not together, it's so much harder to go through, like with just our head or just our heart. Well, actually, no, it's actually a lot easier. And it's saying take the road less traveled in this situation and try and listen to both, right? Because it's so much easier to listen to one or the other. If we think somebody is attractive and we want to go for them, then it's so much easier to just do that and not pay attention to work, right? But this is talking about putting the head and the heart together, taking the Four Pentacles, you know, one on the head, one over the heart, two under the feet, and bringing them all into a kind of a balance so we can go back to that Ace of Pentacles, right? Which is that brand new beginning, getting us over the hump, right? So your next card, you have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is kind of saying, yeah, okay, it's time. We've done it. We're done it, or we're doing it right now, right? It's like head in the heart. We're here. We see clarity. We understand where we have to go, what we have to do. We see the roadmap that we have to take, right? And it's super cool. I love the next card for you guys because it feels like this is where you're coming from, where you are, where you're about to go, is that sexy freaking Queen of Wands, right? Got it down. She's like kind of that girl that says, I got it down. Like, I got it down I got it on lockdown. I'm ready to move on. I got my stuff together. Nobody can question me. It doesn't matter if they do, because I already know where I'm going and what I'm doing. And she's so self-assured, right, Aries? She's so self-assured that she just moves forward without any thought to anything else, because she knows where she's going and where she's coming from, right? And that's kind of all of what I said with your oracle here. And it's happening fast for you. You have the Chariot card down here just before your support card. So the Chariot is here to support the support card, right? And he's saying, nope, done. You've already discovered whatever the riddle is between these two sphinxes. I'm about ready to move. Everybody get on board, because if you don't get on board, I'm going to move without you, right? So get on board, Aries, because it's funny. So when I shuffled my cards, when I was cleansing them before the readings today, and before I got, having a hard time getting on and going live, I kept getting the Two of Wands, which is sending your ships out, right? But for you, you're getting the Three of Wands, which means your ships are coming in. They're coming in with whatever you've been manifesting, wish fulfilling, like whatever it is that you've been asking for is coming in. So this Three of Wands supporting the entire reading is how you're showing up here, because you've wished it, you've asked for it, you've wanted it, okay, Aries? And so remember, you started out with the Four of Pentacles, right? You moved right into the King of Swords. Like, no shit, no bull, no whatever is going on. You end the reading with your divine counterpart, the Queen of Swords. There is no more thinking. It's only doing for you guys. So, Aries, that is what I have for you. Your guardian angel this week is Archangel Uriel, a blessing from the wild within. It's so easy in life to conform, because that is the expected, but it's asking you not to conform this week, to be yourself, in order to heal and find that wellness in the secret language of life, because you are the universe, and so nobody should ever dampen your spirit, right? So don't let anybody dampen your spirit. That is what I have for you, Aries. We are moving on to Taurus. If I can get the cards up. I did put a mat down so I could get the cards up this time. Sorry, what do you say, Dean? I will. That was Aries still, so we are moving on to Taurus at this time. Dean, we're moving on to Taurus. Again, we're going to start with the guardian angel, then we're going to move into the fairy blessing and into the secret language of light. And from there, we're going to do the tarot cards, okay? So, Dean, at this time, we are moving into Taurus at 2440. You're welcome, Dean. So the guardian angel for Taurus. Let's see what guardian angel has a message for Taurus and why that guardian angel is coming out for you. Oh, so this is also under Archangel Uriel. So Uriel is very busy this week, is he not? So we have the message of unity from, the angel of unity. So she's coming out to talk about whether this be in work, family, or love life. She's talking about bringing something together in a wholeness, right? She's talking about, I love, it's kind of the yin and the yang here, because let's look at the picture. We have the dark side of the moon, we have the light side of the moon, the new and the old, right? It's talking about bringing that into balance. So for you, Taurus, what I would say is there's something going into this week that you are in the middle of this week, like we are in the middle of the week. Something about balance that needs to happen with you, or you have been striving to bring something into balance and you're getting a confirmation that it's working for you. So let's see what the fairies also have to say, and see if we can get a little more clarification. Then we'll go on to the secret language of light for you, Aries, or Taurus. Aries, where did I get Aries? That's so much later tonight. Thank you, Kimmy. I love you so much. There's something. Hold on. Uh-oh. Something about a rebirth, which kind of makes sense, though. I mean, like, normally I would go ahead and shuffle that until something fell out, but it was literally screaming at me to look at the bottom of the deck at that time. So we're getting something about a rebirth. Okay, I get it now. So on the bottom of the deck, we're also getting a blessing of connection, right? So I want to say it's with family. It doesn't have to be. Like, family can be just somebody that you were in a partnership at one time with, right? It's talking about a blessing of rebirth and transformation in a situation with other members, right? Not necessarily just yourself, but in doing something that is a rebirth and transformation with others, we rebirth ourselves as well, right? Or there's two ways to look at it. We can rebirth ourselves first to get into that, but I feel like you've already done that work. And it's talking about accepting or learning to accept and work with the rebirth of a situation among many, right? So let's go ahead and see what your secret language of light has to say for that. But I feel like this is a blessing rebirth of a situation more than a personal feeling or God, how do I say it? No, it doesn't matter how. I'm being told it doesn't matter how I would say it, but it's talking about a rebirth and a blessing in that situation with others, within a situation of work, family, home, however it resonates with you, Taurus. That is what it's talking about, and it's asking me to move on. My cards crack me up sometimes. Wow. Interesting. So this, I'm really getting a work vibe. It doesn't have to be a work vibe. For some of you, it's going to resonate differently. I love that we're getting unity here, talking about the yin and the yang, right? So we started out the reading for you, Taurus, with unity under Archangel Uriel, and is talking about, you know, the light and the dark, bringing those together, right? We get the blessing of a rebirth, a transformation of some kind. So if there was too much dark in a situation, there will be more light coming into that situation. If there was too much light, there, I don't know, there's never too much light. But if there was an imbalance between the light and the dark, we're talking about, again, we're getting another card screaming for you to bring those together, right? So you're getting divine feminine. And when divine feminine or divine masculine comes out, it's just saying you are out of balance. And you're being called to bring those two back into a balance, right? So this is saying that there's not enough divine feminine in your life, that you are still. And I would love to go back. I know it's been 2 weeks since I did a reading, but I would love to go back and see which sign it was that said that the divine masculine and feminine was out of balance, and see where that lies. Because Taurus, it's so easily you, because you are such a bullish person, a very masculine energy, that it's just calling on you to bring a little bit more light into your life with that divine feminine, right? Bring a little more balance. Bring a little bit more of that yin and that yang into you, so that you can have and receive the blessing, right? To have that rebirth and that transformation. Let's go ahead and pull your tarot cards and see what this is all about and why you're getting these cards. Sorry, you guys. I know it looks like a wine glass. It's just Orange Crush. A knight. It's a knight. Oh. Someone is very anxious to talk, super like ready to just spill the beans on whatever it is. Like, yeah, no, it's like kind of saying, I know I'm out of balance. I know I'm so out of balance. Let me just tell you all the stuff that has happened and why I'm out of balance, right? So that's what's going on here. Give me a second and see if I can get all these back where they belong. Whew, that's crazy. After this sign, I will reshuffle the cards, or just actually, I might even grab a different deck, because that was it was almost, and I don't want to say the word, puking forth a lot of information, right? So much to say, they didn't know how to say it. They couldn't find the beginning and the end. So actually, I'm just going to go ahead and use them. I'm not going to read any reversals in this. I'm just going to use them. I know that, yes, like I told you, this is jumping out energy. So much to say, so much to get off your chest. And hey, I'm here to listen, and so is my entire channel, right? You got something to get off your chest? We're here for you. You start out the reading as the Two of Wands, right? You have sent something out. You've been waiting for this message of affirmation, I feel like you've been waiting for this. Let's go ahead and finish off the rest of the cards and see where we go with this. But it's making a lot more sense just with that one card. Wow. Yes. I love it. You are being reaffirmed, okay? So what I want you to know, Taurus, is you are being reaffirmed. You've gone through a lot. Oh, wow, you've gone through a lot. I feel like it's not the end, though, for you, and I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. It's not the end. There is more to go through. But know that the blessing from the Queen Ma, you are going through this transformation for a reason, right? You are going through this transformation. Notice how on this card it is so dark, right? But her wings are bright. It's talking about following that light. When everything around you is so dark and so hard to comprehend, look to the light. Look to the bright things in your life, right? I feel like you're going through a lot. I'm not going to tell you it's over. It's not over. It's definitely not over. But you are going through a brand new beginning. Something that is going to bring you eventually to a lighter place in life. It's not happening right now. I'm not going to lie to you. So you have the Ace of Wands, right? Meaning it is a brand new beginning. You're getting over it. You're not over it. Don't get me wrong. Don't misquote me. You're not over it. There's so many other cards here that says it's still going to go a whole lot of different directions. We don't know the outcome for you, Taurus. You do have the Page of Wands, which is a messenger. A messenger talking about, some kind of passionate, something that is in your heart of hearts, something that you want, right? And if you want it bad enough, you're going to put in the work and you're going to do what needs to be done so that you can have it. But no, you're still in the working phase, right? Because you get the Hermit. It's talking about following your light, right? Follow your light. Even though the world and everything, whatever is going on around you, feels so insecure and not what you thought life would be like for you, continue to follow it, because we don't just get rewarded rewards. We have to work for them, right? You're in a working phase right now. You're getting the Hanged Man here supporting the entire reading. It's asking you to look at life in a different perspective right now. Yes, all of this it's talking about working the work. Like, you have to put in the work. We don't just get results. We have to work for results, right? And the one thing I want you to know, your final outcome card, even though it sounds very sad and very discouraging, is not. It's the Ten of Swords saying it's time to lay it down and step out, because stepping out of the Ten of Swords, you get to step into the Page of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the King or Queen and King, and going into the next of the minor arcana. You're kind of you've been through it. It's saying you've been through the shredder, like the cheese grater, You've been through a lot. And it's time to put it down and let go of the minor arcana and move into the major arcana, right? So, Taurus, I know it sounds a little bit confusing, but when you stop and think about putting the yin and the yang and honoring the fact that in Pisces, full moon in Pisces was talking about that. It's like, hey, there's a lot of emotions that some of us are going through. We went through a lot with the Lionsgate portal, but for some people, this full moon in Pisces just brought about a lot of tears for people, right? And in those tears are cleansing, right? In those tears, we wake up and we not literally wake up, like not like we went to sleep, but it dawns on us, I'm done with this. I'm done crying over this. I'm ready to work for this, and then we move on, right? And I feel like, Taurus, that is the position that you are in at this time. So moving on from Taurus, thank you for letting me read for you. Let's go on to Gemini. Gemini, we're going to call the time at 40:40. Sorry, still picking up my cards. It's so funny. Okay, Gemini, I did call you at 40:40. If you will correct that Dean to 41. 41.00. You guys, I don't think I'm going to get this done under 3 hours. I'm pretty sure not. I'm going to try. I just don't want to rush anything, and I don't want to rush the messages. Yes, Dean. Thank you. So, Gemini. Ooh. How crazy is that? You guys saw me shuffling and that card just popped out, right? So we just finished up Taurus. We have the Angel of Unity. Gemini, your card popped out and it's the Angel of Unity under Archangel Uriel. Like I said, I feel like Archangel Uriel is the archangel to call upon at this point in time right now for any sign. Because there's something going on where he is the angel that is going to be the best assistant for you, right? And then he sends out his team of angels. Under Archangel Uriel, you have the Angel of Unity again, right? This is talking about bringing one into the other, balancing the shadow with the light, bringing the yin and the yang together, the head and the heart, whatever it is. Let's go ahead and pull the rest of your cards and see why you, Gemini, are getting the Angel of Unity and why you need to call on the Angel of Unity or Archangel Uriel this week. You know, and I'm kind of the person, like, you can give me any angel you want. I'm going to call upon that Archangel. Furthermore, I'm going to go straight to God and be like, God, I need you to go before me and make my crooked places straight. You know, like, so yeah, we can get our guardian angels and we can call upon them. But in the end, it's all about, you know, do we believe in God, universe, source? Who is it we believe in? That's who we need to be talking to, right? That's who we need to be asking guidance from and our reason for the week. So right now, if you believe in guardian angels, you have the Angel of Unity under Archangel Uriel, and so I'd be calling up. I go straight to the source. I'd call on Archangel Uriel. I'm sorry. And know that it's about bringing something together. You know, like there is, so you can't be just white and you can't be just black. There's a gray area. Go into the gray area. Go into the light, right? So I knew this felt thick for one. Oh. I'm getting a message, and it doesn't have to be love. It can be family, right? So you got two fairy messages. You know, I only choose to pull one, but if the universe decides to give me two, and these two go hand in hand. It's 29 and 36. I don't know why I'm calling out the numbers. But 29 breaks down into an 11, and that's my mini duality, right? That's a one-on-one kind of a situation. 36 breaks down into a 9. That's kind of the achievement number. That is the number of achievement, right? So the first one, number 29, is talking about a blessing of time, meaning that it's probably going to talk about someone or something, a situation that you've had to deal with in the past, but you've like stepped away from, you've taken your time to heal, to progress, to move forward and do the work that you need to do for yourself so that you can come into a place of a blessing of healing, right? A blessing of healing. These two go super hand in hand, like one into the other, even though they're not step-by-step progression. It's talking about a blessing of time creates the space for the healing that needed to happen in a situation, whether it be with or in a relationship with somebody else that is from the past or is currently in your present that may have been from the past. But it's talking about a blessing of time, like giving it time to heal, right? And not being so aggressive in your stance that you can't be understanding that it takes a little bit of time to move on from a situation, move over a situation, and create a new situation, even if it's with an old person, right? Or in an old situation. Let's go ahead and see what the secret language of light has to say for you and why we're getting these two cards, because that is a literally cut and dry. I don't even have to pull the cards probably, but there may be more for others that need the message. Something is chattering. Wow, Divine Feminine. Okay, so in this situation, sorry, my glass is too close and my eyelashes are really long and they brush the lens of my glasses, so I have to like pull them off, and I try not to look like an old lady so it doesn't happen. But anyways, so you get Divine Feminine. So you're getting a 31 breaking down into a 4. You got unity and you get Divine Feminine. Normally I jump into that whole bringing the head and the heart together, right? No, not in your situation, Taurus. In your situation, you have a blessing of time. You have a blessing of healing. That's 2 blessings, right? So it takes time to heal. We don't heal overnight. We don't just jump in to say, you know, I'm done with you. I'm going to heal tomorrow. I'm going to be fine. I'm going to move on. No, even if we do it, we didn't heal. We have to address it later on in life, right? Later on in whatever. So Divine Feminine, I love it because she's very nurturing, right? It's in your case, it's calling on you to draw upon the Divine Feminine. Draw upon that nurturing, healing energy of the Divine Feminine, maybe more than you have been, knowing that that is where your healing is going to happen. That is... You've already gone through a blessing of time, and I'm hearing 9 or 6 years, right? Not for everyone, but there are some people who are going to hear this message and know that 6 or 9 years is where this is coming from. And if you can look back on where you were at 6 or 9 years ago, Taurus, there's a message here for you right here, right now, right? Let's go ahead and pull your tarot cards and see what that's about. My peace tea. Have you guys ever tried this? This is the most amazing tea ever. I think that's is that the make? No, that's a peach one. What? Sorry, not taking them. If they are meant for you, they'll come back out. But we did have cards jump. I try not to take jumpers I'll take flippers, but I won't take jumpers. I just feel like sometimes a confusing message that's trying to come through. What the? If those cards are in this, I'm going to be like, okay, they're not. I was like, oh, that's meant for you. No, it's not. Okay, Gemini. Let's see what we got. Ooh. It is somebody from your past, Gemini. It's somebody from your past that caused you to feel less than, so that you constantly strive to be better than, right? It whatever it was in your past in an immature state that ended caused you to overachieve, in a sense, to strive to be better and to get to a place of, I want to get to that 10. I'm going to just do whatever it takes to get to my 10. I'm going to jump from the pool, work my way through it. You put in the work, right? You put in the work. Time was a blessing for you, and it was a blessing of healing. That time helped you heal and move on to a better place of being. Because you start out the reading, it's funny. It's crazy. I've never seen these two cards come out together. Excuse me. So you not only have the 10 of Wands, but you have the 10 of Pentacles. You have two 10s for one. How lucky is that? 10 to 10. But you from one end of the spectrum into the other. Again, yin into the yang. The angel of unity is talking about bringing the two together, right? It's talking for you. I don't probably even have to pull the rest of your cards. It's talking about honoring where you've come from to appreciate where you are. Does that make sense? Honoring where you've come from, what you've gone through, to appreciate where you are. Okay? That's huge. That's huge in and of itself. So let's pull the rest of your cards and see what else we get for you. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Pretty much what I literally just said. I didn't have to pull. I told you I didn't have to pull the rest of the cards to get this. This is something not only. So when you were going through that time of healing, right? Or the blessing of time to get through the time of healing, they kind of go hand in hand. Like they did come out together. But while you were going through what you were going through, you were wishing, you were manifesting, you were like, this is where I want to go. I no longer ever want to go back to where I was, right? You wished, you started a manifestation that you weren't even possibly realizing you were manifesting. You started to create this balance within yourself and your life and your situation, whatever it was. You kind of wrote off the past for a minute and said, you know what? If the past isn't meant for me, the past isn't meant for me. I'm going to go for what I'm going to go for. Because you come out here with the King of Pentacles, right? Knows what he wants, knows where he's going, gets there, gets it done. He's the second one to come out of the minor arcana saying, I'm going to be prosperous. In whatever way, I'm going to be prosperous. I'm going to go back to the Six of Pentacles, lend and not borrow, but I'm going to be okay first, right? Yes, I will pay it forward, but I'm going to make sure I'm okay first. My bills are paid. My family has food. Supporting this entire beautiful reading is the Fool. You're starting on a brand new journey. I love that because like I said, you started out the reading as two different tens on both ends of the spectrum, right? This could be an old journey ending and a new one ending as well. The foretelling of a new one ending. Because supporting the entire reading is the Fool, who gets to start the whole journey all over again, right? We go 1 through 10. How do you come out in the end? The sexy one who's got their crap together. Blur signs and genders. But you're coming out, and I don't know why I'm being drawn to the black cat as in Halloween. Something crazy, fun, exciting for you is going to happen around this Halloween season, this whole harvest season for you. But you are coming out with your final direction card in this reading as the Queen of Wands, right? The harvest queen, the sexy queen, the cool, got it all together queen. But there is not one card in your reading that I would say is not freaking amazing. And I'm super happy for you, Gemini. So we are going to move on to Cancer here in a second. Dean, I'll give you the number as soon as I get the cards ready. Okay, Cancer. We are moving on to Cancer at 5719. You guys, I think this full moon literally, even though the energy is waning now, has a lot of energy left over. Like, it is not... I feel like it's kind of one of those no BS full moons. Like, here we are. We're going to just deal with this stuff. All right. What guardian angel do we have for Cancer? Joy. Oh, I love this. I love the picture on the card because there's so many times, even when I was in chaos. Power at the bottom looks like the Strength card. So again, we get an Archangel Uriel card. When I have been in periods of chaos in my life, way before I became like spiritually connected in the sense that I am now, I used to tell people, like, when I was going through chaos, and I've gone through a lot of chaos, it felt like I was going through periods of my life being chopped up into confetti and thrown up in the air and just waiting for it to fall. And I kind of see that in this in this card, and it's confirming to you that it's all going to fall in a joyful way for you. If you've been feeling that your life is up in the air and just falling and you don't know where it's going to land, it's going to land in a joyful way, a positive way for you, okay? So Cancer, you do have Archangel's Angel of Joy coming out here to support you this week. Let's go ahead and see what fairy message we can get for you. Weird. That was super weird. I heard it. I don't know why I heard it. Maybe some of you are into not just Halloween, but the monsters. Maybe you're older. Maybe your generation is into the monsters. Not necessarily. I heard it, though. I don't know why I heard it. We'll find out. Maybe it's going to come out in the messages. No way. I'm sorry. When I was saying that about it, this card was literally sitting on the bottom of the deck. So you're getting a blessing. Sorry, you guys. I'm not trying to talk with a southern accent. But you're getting a blessing of movement. So it's not. So, oh my gosh, I love that. How is joy not looking very movement, dancing, musical, moving, going forward in a positive direction, right? But you get the blessing of movement. The blessing of movement talks about taking that first step. Even if the staircase isn't visible for you at all times, continue to move forward, right? There is something I love this card. I love how it's kind of an end of autumn and a winter scene. Things have to thaw out for movement to happen, and even in thawing, there's movement. So when you think about ice, it's frozen, right? It's like frozen time, frozen situation. Nothing is moving for you. But when spring starts to happen, it starts to thaw out. And even though it looks like movement isn't happening, that ice is melting and drips are happening. That's movement, right? That's movement. Thawing out is movement. If your life has felt frozen and stuck, the tiniest little things that we don't pay a lot of attention to is movement forward, thawing you out of a stuck situation. And I feel like you are moving out of a stuck situation and about to enter into a huge moment of joy for you. So let's see. We're going to get your Secret Language of Light Oracle card and see why something amazing is about to happen for you. But something amazing is coming out of a long slumber into a movement state for you. And we are on Cancer still. Great, thank you. You guys, I'm sorry. I'm really not paying attention to chat that much just because I want to make sure I don't drag out this reading, into 3 hours. But unfortunately, I think it's going to happen. Grounding. Ooh, I love this. Kind of like I said, so we're going to call upon, or you, I'm not going to. I have my own angels to call upon, but you should be calling upon Archangel Uriel and his angel of joy going into this week, or in this week right now. There's a blessing of movement. Something that has been frozen or stuck for you is starting to move forward. Even if you don't recognize the movement, know that even a drip off of an icicle is movement, right? It's thawing out. It's not staying frozen. It's not building in the frozen state. It is thawing out. That is movement, right? So number 6, grounding. That's finding that balance. That's recognizing that there is movement happening for you. But this is also talking about, I love how we go from the tree of winter, the frozen state, but the snow is no longer on the branches, which causes me to think of it in the thawing out state of winter. And going into, look at this, the beautiful light going through the tree in this one. It's illuminating, right? It's not just going from the trickle dripping off the icicle on the tree. It's going into the blooming, illuminating. Something big is about to seriously happen for you, Cancer. And this is exciting. Like, I want to pull your tarot cards. I'm super excited about this. I want to know what this is all about, right? So let's go ahead and pull your tarot cards and see what's going on here for you, Cancer. We're on Cancer, yeah, Cancer. What is this about? Oh, Cancer. What? Cancer! Oh my gosh. What? Remember I told you I'm not going to read reversals. Give me a second here. Guys, I would pause this if it wasn't alive, but I'll be right back. Hold on, give me a second. I have someone at the door. Sorry about that. I guess my toilet paper delivery is here. I order toilet paper like once every 3 months. Anyways, somehow it found me. So for you, Cancer, right? We're on Cancer. Cancer, what a beautiful way to start out your reading, right? With the Ace of Wands. This is you showing up in your reading. Like literally, this is also the Ace of Wands. I wouldn't have been surprised to see the Two of Wands here in your reading as well, because when I saw the two trees here in your blessing card, I saw two trees in my mind, but it didn't show up. It's neither here nor there. To me, that still means you've sent this out. You've wanted this to happen. You've been asking for this. You've been manifesting it, right? You've been doing the work. And kudos to you for doing the work, Cancer. I love your secret language of light card, right? The grounding. And maybe there's more getting out into the universe. And it's weird because so I was trying to go live tonight for, 45 minutes between my phone and the computer, and nothing would go live for me. So I said, you know what? I'm going to step outside. I took off my shoes and my socks. Well, I never wear shoes in the house, but I took off my socks. I went outside barefoot. It was raining. And I walked around to the side of the apartments in the wet grass. And I just sat there for a minute and I got grounded, right? So it's okay to do something just silly. Like probably my neighbors were looking at me going, what is that weirdo doing, walking out in the grass in her, the wet grass in her bare feet. I didn't care. I knew that I needed to connect a little bit and get away from my computer and the world trying to like hold me back. I needed to do some connection time, right? This is all asking you to stay connected, because in staying connected, you have some beautiful cards. So you have the King of Pentacles, right? We talked about the King of Pentacles a little bit ago, how, he's the sign of the earth, the sign of being in touch with yourself, knowing who you are, and moving forward with confidence and grace, right? He's grace in a guy, if that makes sense. He is grace. And then you get the Knight of Wands over here, and that's like, okay, well, moving forward with grace, but with, a little bit of self-assuredness, right? Knights carry messages from one camp into another, right? So normally in the cards, we talk about pages carrying messages, but to me, I feel like Knights carry the messages that literally, how do I want to say it? Not messages of what can be, but are messages of what will be. Okay, so to me, a page carries a message with a question mark, but a knight carries a message with a postage stamp, right? Like done deal, like the seal is done on that. you go from the Knight of Wands into the King of Wands. I love that. I love that. I don't see a masculine and feminine energy more over the other. You know I do. There's a lot more masculine going on here. Doesn't mean it's for a guy. Doesn't mean it's a woman for a guy. It just means that there's a lot more masculine, sexy, confident energy in this reading. Supporting the entire reading is the Hanged Man, saying, you, again, like we are going, I guess this is going to be a common theme, and it makes sense that Uriel keeps coming out. You've done the work. You've seen it from both sides, right? You're seeing it from now a new perspective, and you understand it more clearly. You've gone through this period of healing. You're ready for this brand new Ace of Wands experience, right? You're ready. You're grounded. You've healed. You're being honored by the universe. The Four of Swords says, it's honoring the knight for the work that he's done, for his courage in battle. It's talking about being honored. And so know that you're in a place of honor at this time, Cancer. So that is what I have for you. Please be confident going forward. You have wands in 50% of your cards tonight. Talking about grounding, a blessing of movement. Know that if you have felt frozen or stuck for a while, like an icicle, a drip is movement. So know that you are moving forward at this time in whatever direction is in a positive forward movement direction for you, Cancer. So thank you for letting me read for you. And we are moving on to Leo here in a second. I'll give you a timestamp. Oh, that sounded like somebody was trying to come through my front door. I'll give you a timestamp here, Dean, in a second. Can't get my cards up for whatever reason. All right, there we got it. Okay, Dean, we are moving on to Leo at 113.15. 113.15, Dean. That's funny, Dean. If I weren't working 7 days a week, 15 and a half hour days for 21 days straight, I'd probably be out there at 5 a.m. barefoot in the grass too. I don't know. That's one of the first things I've read in chat today. Just so you guys know, I am working like 80 hours a week right now. I'm trying so hard to be here for you guys, but I also have to be there for a store that I am trying to recreate. And I believe that I am the person to do it, Of course, I do have an interview tomorrow for a different position. Might make my life a little easier. We'll see. Whatever the universe has in store for me will happen, right? Okay, Leo, let's get your guardian angel. What guidance do you need this week, Leo? Nuh-uh. I can't even with you guys. So, Leo, you get another Archangel Uriel card. Again, joy comes out for you, which is really great because your card is the strength card, right? So it's talking about being strong all the time in the face of diversity or in adversity. It's talking about, like you guys you're just strong, without even anybody nudging you in that direction. You just know that you need to be strong for everybody in your circle and in your environment. Sometimes for everybody. Some Leos take it to the extreme and it's like for everybody in their circle, right? whether they're in their circle or not. If you were in, so let me put it this way: if you were in retail, there are some Leos who are just strong for every single person in their line, right? Every customer. You're like, hey, how are you doing? And they're like, oh, well, today's not a good day. That Leo is going to be like, you know what? I wish you so much better, for the rest of your day, whatever. There's just something about Leos, to me, that brings so much joy to the world, right? I love it when I use my sky view and I find Leo in the sky and he's almost always playing with the sun or the moon. I'm like, that's so cool. That's how I see Leos, is very playful. But there are so many Leos who get caught up in their head and have to find a way out. So Leos, what I would say to you is, call upon your angel of joy. Call upon Archangel Uriel. I don't know who that is, guys. I'm not going to answer it. But I'm just going to reach up here and... I've been doing interviews all week, and it could be from an interviewee that I asked to call me. But have done a lot of hiring this week. And a lot of interviews, so I didn't recognize the number. It didn't have a name on it, so just cancel that. Sorry for the interruption. Kimmy, Dean, thank you for hanging out with me and making sure that you guys are watching the chat and moderating. Dean, as promised, I will make you... Actually, can I do it right now? Let's see. I think I just click on your name. Buttons come up. Add moderator. Dean, if you'll say something and show me if you show up as... Well, on my screen, it's like a purple color. Princess is purple. There you are. You're a moderator, buddy. Thank you for being so good to me, you guys. Thanks for being here. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so we are on Leo. Leo. A blessing of glamour. Okay. Ooh, I like this. I like this with joy. So this is talking about, okay, so like I said, for some reason, so I have two really important Leos in my life, my son and my best friend, right? My son is very upbeat and positive and happy, and he's that Leo that is, when I look at the sky and I see this constellation is playing with the sun or the moon, that's my son. He's so upbeat and driven, and then I have my friend, and he's so depressed, and sometimes I'm like, is he suicidal? Like, I feel like I'm constantly trying to bring him up and I want to shake him. But he is also a Leo. So there's like a light and a dark side to Leos, but they are all good-hearted people. With both my best friend and my son, the most purest golden hearts you will ever meet, right? So I love that joy is coming out, and I feel like for both sides of the Leo, which is funny because Gemini is the dark and the light, the two-faced, right? I feel like this joy card is being called upon from all Leos across all Leo Nation, whether it be to, continue in the light or to find the light, right? But the blessing of glamour. So the blessing of glamour, if you're into witchcraft, glamour spells are kind of a mask, right? They help you to look like one thing versus another thing. And so I'm not particularly happy with this card for Leos at this time. I'd be way more bothered by it for Gemini, but it is talking about a blessing of glamour. And so for you, and how I'm reading this for you, And like I said, I have to read it from all different perspectives, right? A blessing of glamour is talking about putting on a brave face in a situation where you don't know the outcome, right? Putting on a brave face. And when you put on a brave face, you create that manifestation possibility to happen into your life, right? So putting on a brave face, talking about a positive outcome will help you move forward into a positive state of mind. And that's how I'm going to throw that one to you guys right now. So Leos, let's go ahead and get your secret language of light. You guys, if my lips turn orange, please tell me, because my I know Orange Crush can make your lips turn orange, and I don't know why I did a childlike thing today and bought some Orange Crush on the way home. But it sounded good. It's not even, you know what I really, really wanted, and this is why I stopped at the gas station, was for an orange creamsicle ice cream. And there wasn't any, so I bought Orange Crush. I know, silly. What? I love it when we keep getting confirmations, you guys. So first of all, we have to acknowledge and thank Archangel Uriel for showing up in every single reading up to this point for us, right? So we've got him in Aries, we've got him in Taurus, we've got him in Gemini, we've got him in Cancer, now we have him in Leo, two of them with the Angel of Joy. The Angel of Joy is talking about bringing that joy and innocent, childlike enthusiasm back into our life, right? That's what they're here to assist us with. I can't, guys. Your secret language of light oracle card is grounding. Again, look at the light in this card. It's talking about drawing upon that energy and shining it for the world to see. I know it's hard sometimes, guys. I've been there, but it's possible. Remember that your strongest muscle in your entire body is your brain, and you have complete control over your brain. The only time your brain is telling you something stupid, commit suicide or whatever it is when you are not controlling your brain. And that's when you need to snap it off and take control. Don't be a wimp. Snap it off. Take control. Be yes, I would love that. Sorry. Anyways, when your mind is being negative, I've been there. I was suicidal for 5 years, you guys. I am not saying this out of a naive mindset. I'm saying it from somebody who struggled with it for 5 years, tried 7 times, but I snapped out of it and I became a stronger, more powerful, more open-minded person that will never, ever consider that again. And sometimes I can, and especially with my abilities, sometimes I can sympathize with somebody who says that they are depressional and they are, in that state of mind. But then I can also see, and I've done it with the same person, where at one point I was connected in a different way, and I saw it, and it scared me to death with this person that they kept talking about suicide. But then after being friends with them for a while, I was like, oh, they're just calling for attention. At some point, you're just calling for attention, right? So be mindful. Don't call wolf, right? If you want your friends to be there for you in a situation, don't call wolf. Don't be stupid. Don't throw it out there and be, childish about your emotions. Be real. Be authentic. Be real. And if you do need help, reach out to me. Reach out to anybody who is close to you and tell them truly, you know what? Because tell them truly you need help. But if you've reached out to them so many times and said you needed help just for attention, they're not going to listen. They're not going to listen anymore. And, that's unfortunate. So be real and be authentic, Leo. Like I said, there's 2 spectrums to Leos. They're all great, beautiful hearted people. But there are some that are still going through a huge struggle that need to identify with that struggle and not be struggling for just attention, and be that Leo who is struggling, yes, takes all the help they can get, that's available to them and improves their life. There's your balance, right? So Leos, let's go ahead and pull your card. I don't know why that was that was called upon for some. Leos, just because somebody isn't in your life doesn't mean your life isn't important. Your life is important, no matter what. So that was for someone else too. We're going to do Virgo, and then we're going to cut off this live, and I'm going to finish with the other 6 signs of the zodiac tomorrow, from Libra to Pisces. If y'all don't mind. I'm sorry, I have to be up at 2 in the morning. I have to be at work at 4. I will be off at 3 tomorrow, but I have an interview for another job. Ooh. Leo. Yep. Yeah, Leo. This is it. Kind of what I just spent a whole lot of time talking about with you guys. You're hiding. You're hiding behind something, but yet seeking attention, which doesn't make sense. It's kind of I don't want to say yin and yang. It's kind of it's a bag of mixed emotions for you. We're going to pull the rest of your card. Oh. You're ready. Oh my God. You are so ready to move out of this situation. Wow. Maybe this is the reason I went on a tangent with Leos for a second there. It was kind of that wake-up call for you while you listened to what I had to say, right? You show up in your reading as the Hanged Man. You were looking at life through the lens of different perspective. You literally put yourself there. You no longer wanted to see life this way. You said, you know what? I want to see it from a different perspective. So you put yourself in the Hanged Man mode, right, Leo? And in doing so, you set yourself up to have to create a place for yourself going into the future. You said, what is going on in my life? I'm not okay with. It's not acceptable. I don't stand for this. I don't want this anymore, and I want something else. So you went into the Hangman mode. You went into a place where you had to. So the Chariot is a major arcana card. Yes. It's not enough for it to show up in your reading. You have to solve the riddle of the Sphinxes. These two little guys, the yin and the yang, the salt and the pepper, the black and the white. You have to solve the riddle to get these two to move forward with your chariot and bring you into your destination, right? To bring you into your heart's desire. You put yourself into the hanged man mode. This is how you started out your reading. This is more or less your past to now, right? Going into the chariot. You are just now solving whatever riddle it is. You've been hiding behind some kind of mask. It's talking about a blessing of glamour, whether it be true or false. Something you're just now solving, just now realizing, just now feeling. You're going to move. It's catapulting you forward. It's not. So, when we think about the chariot, this is back in the days of the knights and the kings and the queens, but literally this is catapulting you forward. You went into the hangman mode, you realized what it was, you're being catapulted forward. Not only that, your next card is the other fastest card in the deck. Well, there's three. There is the chariot, there's the 8 of Wands, and then there's the Knight of Swords. He is the fastest moving knight in the deck. There's a message coming for you very quickly. Like literally, it's almost like you wake up and boom, the message is there. Grab hold and jump on the back of that horse, right? You go from the Knight of Swords, like I said, to the King of Swords. That's progression. That's growth. That's movement, right? In the right direction. Supporting the entire reading, you have the Page of Wands. This is something, it's not, I'm not going to say it's not a wish fulfillment. I'm saying this is something that lights a fire within you. This message that comes to you is going to be that aha moment, like this should literally be the Page of Swords, but it's not. It's the Page of Wands because it's something that is going to be so like heart driven, like heart in the way, like soul, like driven, like this is where I'm supposed to go. And how do I know that? Because your final outcome is the 10 of Pentacles. Happy home, happy life, happy generations, happy manifestation. There is, other than the Sun card, there is no other happier card in the deck than the 10 of Pentacles. This means that you will continue on, as long as you don't get sidetracked, into this manifestation of what you perceive to be your perfect life. And the reason I stopped there for a second is because everybody perceives their perfect life to be completely different, right? But whatever it is, Leo, right? We're on Leo, that you perceive to be your perfect life, literally is coming in for you. And I think, hold on, I think I owe you guys one more sign tonight before I sign off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, we got to do Virgo. And then I apologize for having to sign off tonight. I will come back tomorrow and do the other 6 signs. Scoop of vanilla ice cream. Yeah. Gee. Barb, that was you. I thought that was Dina, so I didn't realize you came in. Okay, you guys, I'm going to finish up tonight with Virgo, and then I will come back tomorrow. I work until 3 again tomorrow, so I'll come back with the other 6 signs tomorrow. We will do our guardian angel. We'll do our fairy blessings. We'll do our secret language of light and our tarot readings tomorrow for the other 6 signs. So today we're doing Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and let's finish with Virgo, shall we? Barb, thank you for showing up. Okay, Virgo, you are last for the day. Part 1 and part 2. Yes, Barb. I'm sorry. I'm so exhausted. I just want to make sure that I'm awake enough to do all readings, and I feel like I'm already starting to feel drained right now. So I want to stop at Virgo and finish up Libra through Pisces tomorrow on Thursday. So, Virgo, what guardian angel do we have for you today? Yes, timestamp Dean is 136:22. Dean, Barb is our timestamp queen, and she will help you in any way possible to help you or teach you how to put the timestamps up. She did really great. She did. Oh, wow, Virgo. This is so Virgo. This is very Virgo. You get the angel of growth, Virgo, and I'm seeing that whole, you know me on my channel, I'm a big child. I'll wish on stars, I'll wish on dandelions, but I'm seeing that shooting star in a galaxy of stars, right? I'm actually seeing 2 shooting stars here, but Virgo, there's something about wishing on stars, creating to manifest what it is that you want in your life right now, right? There's something really special. Look at the stars coming for you. Like, you get to wish on stars. This is a card of growth. And again, manifestation is growth, right? So, you guys, again, I apologize for the mat that I have here, but it is helping me getting my cards off the table today. So, Virgo, you have the angel of growth. Okay? Let's see what fairy blessing we can get for you. What's that about? Okay, I'm going to shuffle. You guys know I never shuffle more than 3 times, but I think I'm going to shuffle a 4th time to see what that's about. Okay, let's see there. It was just something weird there. It was like, What fairy blessing do we have for Virgo? I don't know why. It's telling me this card in here, but it wouldn't give me just one. A blessing of a light touch. Virgo, our nurturers, our growers, you are very earthy, right? I love to think about, when I think of Virgos, I think of my sister as the epitome of a Virgo. She loves to just play in the dirt and grow things, right? She's very earthy, very nurturing, but she's very emotional also. Like, my sister is very, but when she's in the dirt, you cannot upset her in any way whatsoever. Like, put her out there playing in her gardens. Oh my gosh, she has the most landscaped, beautiful yards you'll ever see. And so I love that evolved Virgo. And this is talking about it's a 42, a blessing of a light touch, right? I think that an unevolved Virgo can come off a little strong, with a little bit of a Taurus feel to them, right? Because they haven't tempered their spirit yet. They haven't experienced enough to be tempered. But this is talking about a light touch, a blessing of a light touch, right? knowing when to lightly touch a situation or let a situation lightly touch you. Okay? Asking for that. Asking God, source, or universe to not let something hit you so hard but lightly, right? That can be a blessing in and of itself. If you know something is about to hit you, even if you don't, but if something is about to hit you, it's coming, you know it, you see it, it's coming, but you can ask God by His grace or universe to help alleviate that, to go before you and make your crooked places straight for you, or straighter, not straight necessarily, but straighter, or, make the bounce a little bit softer so that you don't land so hard. So this is talking about a blessing of light touch. So let's see what the secret language of light has to say about that. First, we have growth, a blessing of a light touch. So it's talking about moving into something hopefully a lot lighter for you. Let's see what the light has to say to you. It's going to be a soul message. I know it. That card right there that will not go away. It's just like right there. Soulcraft. It's good. Dudettes. Sorry. That is the third time this card has come out. I love when we get confirmation after confirmation after confirmation about the energies in the universe at this time whenever we do our readings, right? So tomorrow we may get different cards, but I will tell you that Divine Feminine, this is the third time it's come out tonight, right? And in both messages, it was talking differently about, like bringing the head and the heart together, calling upon one more, like you're already calling upon one and balancing that out in one. And then the other I feel like is the same as with this reading here. So we're talking about growth, right? You have the angel of growth, right? We're talking about the wish manifestation, moving into your future, visualizing and speaking positive affirmations into what it I love the way this card sits on that card. Literally, look at all the glowing coming off of the card when it sits in the middle of this card here. Anyway, so you will have the angel of growth to call upon this week, right? And that's Archangel Raphael. I'm sorry if I did not say that earlier. The green edge cards are Archangel Raphael, who is healing and growth and prosperity, right? So this is a card of growth, healing, and prosperity under Archangel Raphael. So if you don't want to call upon the angel of growth and you want to go straight to the source, well, straight to the source would be God. But if you want to go straight to the Archangel, it would be Raphael. Healing, growth, abundance, right? You get the blessing of a light touch. That's why I feel like this angel of growth under Archangel Raphael is the right angel for you. The angel of a light touch. He's not the archangel, the end-all be-all under God or Jesus or Christ universe, but he is the angel of a light touch. He will wrap his arms around you, his wings around you, and support you going through this divine feminine shift. I feel like it's more of a shift for you, right? So you get the divine feminine from the secret language of light. I feel like it's more of a shift. Like you've been here very heavily, and it's time to not just balance it out, but shift because you've been here. So say if we put it on a scale of 100, right? So you're over here 97%, and you're only here 3%. It's a huge shift to bring it back to 50-50, right? To bring it back into a balance. I feel like it is a moment this week where you're going to shift or need to shift or recognize the need to shift. And this is just that calling it out to you to recognize the moment when you're going to need to shift to bring things back into a balance, right? So let's go ahead and pull your cards and see why I'm feeling that for you, Virgo. Walking away from something. I got the 8 of Cups on the bottom of the deck here, and it just popped out and made itself known. Walking away. So I know the 8 of Cups is not just walking away. It can also be walking towards, and actually with the full moon, it would be more walking towards. When I see the 8 of Cups, I think about where it comes. When I see it where the moon is, right? So if I see void of moon, I definitely see it walking away. If we are in a full moon period, I see it as a walking towards the light situation. And that's just how I intuitively read the 8 of Cups as a personal reader. Every reader reads the 8 of Cups different. It's a very iffy card. Again, like I said, it can be a walking away or a walking to, and I just always, in my own personal intuitive readings, it's like, where's the moon? Are we up or down? Light or dark? Are we walking away or walking towards something? So, Virgo, here's what I... Such a Virgo card. Wow. Do I even need to read anymore? Sorry. Virgo, you have the High Priestess. This is how you are showing up in your reading. You really are showing up. You already know. You have all the knowledge you need to get through this cycle. You really don't need any more cards, but we're going to pull them and see why. Why? Like, you're in a growth period, which would be, your ears are probably ringing. Your ears are probably ringing. You're probably waking up at certain times of the night. I would say 3 o'clock in the morning, 2:30 to 4:30, but 3 o'clock-ish. Your ears are probably ringing. You're probably like driving down the road and being called to look over real quick, and you see something that is a number 323, or you're literally probably being given some really serious signs that you're not understanding. It's time to wake up to those signs, right? Oh, shoot. Good grief. I can't with you guys. I can't. Virgo, this is probably going to be one of the best readings I've ever freaking done. Oh my gosh, you guys. I love it. Okay, so first of all, sorry you guys, I'm in my puffiest sweater I've ever owned in my life. I love it. It's super warm, but I don't know why my air conditioning is down on 70, but it's freezing in here. So you show up as the High Priestess, right? Like I said. So we know the High Priestess is the Hermit, the Fool. They've all gone on and brought all the knowledge of all their lifetimes into one. The tarot. They've brought it into what is considered the tarot. All the knowledge, all lifetimes, all journeys, all knowing, right? She knows it all. She has all the answers. She's confident and she can move forward, or he can move forward in their life, right? To manifest with the Magician next. Everything that they want, everything that is possible in their lifetime, in this lifetime, now is the time to manifest it. If you haven't already been manifesting it, get serious about manifesting it right now. Judgment shows up to bring that karmic balance, restore karmic balance for you, reward you for everything that you should be karmically rewarded for. And unfortunately for some, it's going to also detract from that if your karmic is in a detractible mode. For me, I like to believe that the world is on a positive turn and that it's going to bring all the positive karmic to you. There is something that you're in your mind about. I just want to tell you, take off the blinders. Believe in yourself. Trust in yourself. Trust in the universe. Trust in God and Source. Uncross your arms, stand up, turn around. There you're going to see the truth of the matter, right? You're showing up here not just as the high priestess, but you supporting the entire reading is that independent Nine of Pentacles. Of course, it always shows up as the woman. You know, she's got her hawk, she's got her pentacles, she's got her harvest, she's got her beautiful clothes, her beautiful home, her beautiful car, you know, confident, can't be touched, ready to move forward. Doesn't care if she does move forward, doesn't care if she moves backwards. She's just happy in her life as it is. The one thing, I feel like there's a caution with this card. And I feel like it's not to be too cocky. But we do have the Page of Swords, and I talked about it in the last reading. I wish I had been there. But in your reading here, Virgo, you have the Page of Swords as your final outcome. There is a message of more clarity. I feel like you've already been on a path to clarity, especially showing up here as the High Priestess, kind of knowing everything. There's some kind of message that's going to come. I hope it doesn't stump you. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull a second card for that. I want a clarity card. I want to know what the Page of Swords is bringing a message about. Standing your ground. So you know where you've come from. You know what you've gone through. You know what it took to get there. I feel like this is one of those mind over matter. Like you conquered mind over matter, right? The growth card, the blessing of a light touch. You did it with grace and kindness in your heart. You know, you did it with the divine feminine energy, right? I don't feel like this is asking to bring anything into balance. It's just rewarding you for using your divine feminine, your having a light touch. You know, it's talking about your growth. It is talking about your growth. I feel like these two are just reward cards, you know, acknowledging a reward. Especially with this as my clarifying card that I asked for with the Page of Swords. It is clarifying the fact that stand your ground. You have done the work. You've not, I don't feel like fought for this. I would have got the Five of Wands at some point. I feel like with the High Priestess, the Magician, the Judgment, you know, like you deserve this. You deserve this, Libra, or Virgo. You deserve this. And that's what I'm going to say to you tonight. And final outcome. Both of them defending their honor, right? Both of them defending the outcome, knowing that they deserve it, that they deserve to be in this place at this time. Okay, so that is what I have for you. Virgo, I am going to say goodnight. I need to get to bed. I have, what is it, 7:17? 7:17. Ooh, 7:17. You guys, I need to get to bed. I thank you all for being here. I will come back tomorrow night and do part 2, Libra through Pisces. How's that? Oh, that's really great, Dean. Thank you for letting me know that. I appreciate it. See you soon. Yes, I love you guys. Dean, thank you for being a new moderator. Thank you for the timestamps. If you could reach out to Barb and ask her how to post them, I think you just go to the comments and post those times with each How I did it was I just went in and I posted like Capricorn and the time, but you have to put the what is it? Not semicolons, but the colons. I think it's called. I don't know. It's been a while. I've been out of college for a while. Between the time markers, so Barb could probably teach you a little bit more than I can, or you can reach out to me on Messenger. I'll be up for about another 20, 30 minutes because I do have to get a shower in before I go to bed. But if not, I wish you all a beautiful night. I miss you all so much. And I am actually, you guys, as soon as if I get this next job and leave this job that I'm at, I'm going to do daily collective readings. And then I'll still do my weekly readings on Saturday and Wednesday, but I want to do daily collectives. I feel like I'm being called to do it. I even started setting my alarm to get up half hour earlier, but all I find myself doing is drinking coffee and showering. So this job really is draining me, and I don't have a whole lot of life right now, but I'm working on trying to get my life back. So as long as I can pay my bills, right? And I miss you guys. I love you so much. Big love. Satnam.